Right then, Ben, man, we're out with you today.
Yes.
We've got a bit of colour on the back of your tractor today.
Yes.
So tell us, what is it you're up to today, and what is this machine? Because we saw a glimpse of it at Llama.
Well, you saw the chipper at Llama. It's my charity chipper I had built for chipping away at cancer. We're raising money for Young Lives versus Cancer and cancer research. Basically, I had it built and I was just going to run it around the shows and, you know, any bits of events around home that people wanted it to go to, just to try and raise as much awareness and as much money for the two cancers, because cancer's a horrible disease, and, you know, I wouldn't wish anybody in the world to have it, but, you know, unfortunately it's here with us, so you've got to make the best of a bad job, haven't you?
So what is it we're chipping today then?
Well, we're chipping some timber for Ian Rochelle at Kings Nordley Farm. I basically said to him, or I think you organised it a bit, that we'd come and chip as much as we could. We'd charge him, you know, an hourly rate to come and do it, and then we'll donate, you know, a good percentage of that to the charity.
So basically, the more work that you get with this machine, the more money that goes to the charity.
Yeah, you know, I'd like the machine. You know, I was going to launch it a bit later than this, but I'm actually going to put the machine up for sale by the time this video's out. So if anybody is interested in buying a one-off special edition quality machine, give me a shout.
What timber can this machine handle, Ben? I mean, it's a fair thing. It's a fair machine. She's chomping away at it today.
Now, believe it or not, it can. The maximum tree diameter is 600 millimeters. You can chip with it. It's capable of doing, I don't know, 30 ton an hour in this sort of stuff. If you're doing brash, you could probably half it for output. You can do any grade of timber, hardwood, softwood. You know, the main difference between hard and softwood is it's harder on your blades, the harder the timber is, but you know, it can do anything. Logs, timber, arb waste. We're going to go and chip some screenings off a log processor in a minute with it, so you know, you'll see a good variation of what it can do.
And I'm right in thinking this is the first time she's had timber through her this morning.
Yes, this is the first timber it's ever had in its life.
Wow.
I've kept it and kept thinking about putting timber through it, and I thought, no, I just can't do it, it's too nice.
It's too nice.
But the time's come, let's go out and have some fun with it. It's doing some good for everyone. It's producing some fuel here for a boiler, and you know, it's raising some money for charity at the same time, so all's good.
So it took some convincing to bring her out the yard then, really?
Yes, yeah. It's been sat in the corner looking at me thinking, you know, do I want to get it dirty?
So was that the first time it saw the road this morning then, Ben?
No, I roaded it to Llama behind the tractor, but apart from that, this is the second outing it's ever had, basically.
And did you get much of a crowd looking at her at Llama, or how did it go for you?
I couldn't believe what, you know, considering it's an agricultural show, how much interest we had in the machine and the other products we do. It was quite a shock, to be honest with you, Tom.
So tell us a bit about your tractor you got up front today.
I love my tractor. It's a Valtra 234. I've had it about 8-9 months now. It's in pearl white, so it just sets the chipper off quite well. I didn't know whether I'd like white or not, but no, it does look smart. It does look smart.
Yeah.
With the curtains in the front as well,
yes,
and the lights.
LED lights.
You've got to make it look good, haven't you? I haven't got a lorry like you, so I have a tractor instead.
I mean, you've always been a Valtra man. I remember coming out to you,
yeah,
what, 3-4 years ago now?
It's got to be that now.
Have you still got the big girl?
Yeah, yeah, I've still got the S280.
Yeah.
That'll never ever go. I'll keep that until I die.
Do you still run her on chippers, do you?
Yeah, that goes out on, we've got another MUS-MAX we hire out. That goes out on that predominantly. It's sat in the yard at the moment because the chipper's gone out on somebody else's tractor, but generally we just hire the tractor and chipper out because it takes so long to put these joysticks and the controls in the tractors.
Right, okay.
So it just makes it a bit easier.
So what is it you do most of the time then, Ben? Because you're not always driving them, are you?
No, it's very, very rare I get to drive the chipper anymore.
It's very, very rare you get to have a play anymore.
Well, exactly, yeah. I wasn't going to say that, but as soon as you said it, yes. It's a day off today.
So what are you doing most of the time?
Most of the time I'm trying not to be in the office, but I seem to end up spending a lot of time in the office on the phone, sorting things out. Since Brexit, our job's got a lot harder, getting parts over. You know, I got Andrew, works very close by the side of me, and Nicola, my secretary. You know, they spend most of their time doing paperwork and all the things I don't like doing, so it's very, very hard now.
I mean, obviously you are the UK dealer for these machines.
Yes.
Are you starting to see more out and about?
Yeah, there's 1 or 2 new customers coming every year. It's good. It's very good.
These are built over in...
These are built in Austria. They're about 3 hours away from where we went to see the brand trailers built.
She does look smart on this tractor, I'll give you that.
Yeah.
You've chosen the right outfit.
No, it does look good. The chipper, you know, it was what size chipper to get, and I didn't really know whether to go for an 8 or a 9, or, you know, whether to even do it. And then I just thought, you know what, yeah, my granddad died of cancer. We've had family members that have, you know, had cancer and had scares. Andrew, chap works for me, he's had cancer, so you know it's something that's very close to everybody's heart, I think. Yeah. So you talk about cancer, everybody knows what you're on about, don't you? So you know it's. And I just thought, well, how can I make my business help support a charity? And I thought, well, I'll try and chip some wood or make a chipper, or I don't know, something.
And here you are today.
Here we are today, Ben and Tom on the road again. You know, the chipper's a nice size chipper. It's the second from the smallest, believe it or not, that we actually do, but it's a brilliant starter machine for people. You can run it on a 200 horsepower tractor with ease, and you can go out contracting with it, but you won't be as quick as some of the big boys. But you know, it's a good entry level. We had this chipper spec'd with, you know, nearly every optional extra that you can have as well. So it's got a full set of LED work lights on it. It's got a cranab grab. You know, an Epsilon crane is a fairly good optional extra. You can have any type of crane put on these, but you know.
So what?
Epsilon is a nice.
What distance can this crane reach then?
Crane can do 8 meters, and it can lift about, with the grab and rotator taken off, you can lift about 300 kilos at full reach. Right. So you know, it's not a massive amount, but to be honest with you, when you look at how a crane works and how close the pivot points are between the ram and the hinge pin, it's amazing to think how it can actually lift it. Blower can reach about, you know, this blower is belt driven, so it's not, the big chippers have got hydraulic blowers and all sorts of different weird and wonderful blowers. This is, you know, this blower's been proven for years on 8s. It's a brilliant blower. It can blow about 6 meters away from the machine, so you know, it's just enough to fill a silage trailer front to back.
Do the tractors take much setting up then to run a machine like this?
It all depends what you get. You know, a Voltra is very good because you've got a turnaround seat as standard. You know, some of these Voltras you can get with a steering wheel and pedals, like full reverse drive.
Yeah.
But to be honest with you, when you're sat at a stack of timber like this, why do you want a steering wheel in the way? You're banging your knee on.
That's true, yeah. So you're still selling your branded trailers, Ben?
Oh yes, yeah. They're not, don't seem to be, you know, we have inquiries about them, but never, you know, I think people are a bit frightened of the concept of a foreign trailer they've never heard of. But,
a new brand.
A new brand in the industry. Yeah, we've got 1 or 2 out there, but no, I've got a demo push-off trailer in the yard now. You know,
so you're trying to get that out and around as well.
Yeah, you know, it'd be a good thing to go out with a silage gang, just so, you know, so they can compare it against their trailers. Or
'cause you've sold a tipping trailer, haven't you? Or
yeah, there's 18-ton tipping trailer out, and the chap absolutely loves it because it's got fold-down silage sides, so he can go off and lug, you know, like in the summer when it's a bit iffy on second cut, when you're combining and silaging, you know, he can go out and lug silage till lunchtime and then drop the silage sides down and off he goes lugging grain. So it works very, very well for it. Like, takes what, about 10 minutes to fold the sides down,
but it's just getting that brand out there and well, known to people, really.
Yeah, we went round the factory, didn't we? And you know, it is a hell of an impressive factory.
It is, yeah, it is. It certainly is. I just suppose over here
you've got so many.
You've got those brands that
you've got well-known brands over here, haven't you? You know, and in Ireland you've got any amount of trailer builders. You know, it's not a market that I thought we were ever going to set the world on fire with, but as you can see by a MUS-MAX chipper, Austrian is a very, very good country for manufacturing. You know, they've got quality steel, quality engineering, and you know, every product that we do that comes from Austria is just, as far as I'm concerned, superb.
Right, well, cheers for having us out to come and have a look at this pretty impressive machine today, Ben.
Not a problem. Not a problem.
I'll go back out there now into the dust whilst you're sat in here in your nice cab.
It is nice, isn't it?
Just think of me out there with my camera getting covered in all this horrible
I'll think about it. I'll think about it for about 30 seconds and then I'll carry on chipping
whilst
along.
you're chilling in here.
Yeah.
Dear me. Right, no, cheers for having us out, Ben.
No problem.
Best of luck with it.
Yeah, everybody can go on the Facebook page, and hopefully we'll put a link somewhere for our funding page, so you know, we can raise as much money for the charities as possible.
That's under your Facebook page?
Yeah. Well,
what's that then?
Our Facebook page is B Price MUS-MAX Specialist.
Get on there, folks.
Yeah, get on there. Help a good cause out. Thank you very much, Tom. It's been lovely.
Cheers.
In this cab.
We'll see you again soon, Ben.
Okay, cheers, Tom.